Hello everyone, welcome back to Story Time. We are currently reading The Adventures of Lily and Hudson by Rebeccah Giltrow, and that's me, and I wrote this book about my dog Lily and her friend Hudson and all the wonderful adventures they get up to. So let's enjoy the next chapter, which is Lily and Hudson Eats a Lot of Chocolate. It was a drizzly Saturday afternoon, and Lily and Hudson were taking their Newmans for a walk along Kessingland Beach. Lily loved it when the weather was all cold and rainy. Her favourite weather was cold and snowy, but cold and rainy was better than nothing. She loved plodding through muddy puddles, as it meant she would have to play with the towel when she got home. "Come on, Hudson," she yelped. "Fancy a race?" "Of course," Hudson replied, "but you know you won't win. My legs are longer than yours, and as I'm older than you, I have a lot more experience of races, so I will beat you." Lily loved a challenge and sped off into the distance, leaving a cloud of sand dust behind her. "Hey," shouted Hudson, slightly annoyed. "That's not fair. You can't have a head start." "Catch me if you can," Lily laughed. Hudson bounded after her, kicking up the sand as he went. His big floppy ears jumped up and down on the side of his head, and his tongue lolloped out of the side of his mouth. Lily sat herself down at the sea's edge and waited for Hudson to catch up. "You took your time," Lily smiled, attacking a stone with her paw. "I had a really big dinner," Hudson groaned, "so I had more weight to carry." Yeah, whatever," Lily mocked. Hudson plonked himself down on the ground, panting. Before he had time to rest, Lily was up and raring to go again. "What's up there?" Lily asked, and hurtled away. "What's up where?" Hudson replied, but Lily was already exploring. He slowly got up and made his way to the sand dunes, where Lily was sniffing around in the bushes. "Have you found anything?" Hudson called out. "Not yet," said Lily, lifting her head, only to discover a butterfly perching on the tip of her nose. "Oh, a flutterby!" she squealed with excitement, and chased it as it flew away. "Lily, come back!" shouted Hudson, but there was no reply. "Lily!" he called again. Silence. He began to feel nervous. Lily was never quiet for this long. He slowly crept along the sand, turning quickly whenever he heard the slightest noise. "Lily!" he called once more. "Rah!" Lily bellowed as she leapt out from behind a bush onto Hudson's back. Surprised, he fell backwards, flailing his legs all over the place. "Ah! Get off me! Get off me!" Hudson screamed. "It's only me, Hudson," Lily giggled. "Were you scared?" "No, of course not," Hudson replied, standing up and shaking the sand out of his fur. "Yes, you were. You were scared," Lily laughed. "You screamed like a girl." "No, I wasn't, and no, I didn't," Hudson denied. "I just tripped on a branch, that's it, and I tripped on a branch and stood on a prickle." "Of course you did," Lily chuckled. "Anyway, I think it's time we found our Newmans," Hudson suggested, hoping to distract Lily. "You don't know what kind of trouble they'll get themselves into without us there to look after them." "I guess you're right," Lily sighed. They both turned to walk back along the beach when Lily stopped in her tracks. "Hudson, what's that noise?" she asked. "I can't hear anything," Hudson replied, and continued walking. "Seriously, Hudson, I can hear something," Lily said nervously. "You're not going to scare me again, Lily," Hudson said. "There's no noise. Now come on." "See, you were scared," Lily sniggered. Hudson ignored Lily's last comment, but a rustle from the bushes made him turn around. "Did you hear it that time?" Lily asked. "I heard something," replied Hudson, "but I don't know what it was." "Let's investigate," said Lily excitedly as she ran off to follow the rustling sound. "Let's not," said Hudson, but he was too late. Lily had already darted off. Reluctantly, he followed her further into the bushes. He found her sniffing around in a hole in the ground. "What are you doing?" he asked. The thing that made the noise went in there," Lily said as she poked her head into the hole. Immediately, Lily pulled her head out and smiled. "Come on, Hudson, come and see," she said. Wanting to know what had put a huge smile on Lily's face, Hudson plodded over to the hole. It was too small for his head, but there was a larger one next to it. Lily poked her face back into her hole. "What is it, Hudson?" Lily asked. "I don't know," Hudson replied. "Maybe you should ask it." "What are you? You're a strange-looking dog," shouted Lily. The creature turned around to see the two floating heads staring back at it. "I'm not a dog, I'm a bunny. In fact, I'm the Eats-a Bunny," said the Eats-a Bunny, straightening his bow tie. "What are you?" he asked. "I'm Lily," said Lily, "and this is Hudson. We're dogs." "It's very nice to meet you, but I'm afraid I can't stay to chat. I'm very busy, you see," said the Eats-a Bunny. "Why are you busy?" asked Lily. "Don't you know what day it is tomorrow?" asked the Eats-a Bunny. Lily and Hudson both shook their heads, which was a very difficult thing to do considering they were squished into small holes. Lily was surprised to see Hudson shake his head. She thought he knew everything. "Tomorrow is my busiest day," the Eats-a Bunny explained. "I only work one day a year, and that day is tomorrow. It's what the Newmans like to call Eats-a." "Why is it called Eats-a?" Lily asked. "It's a day when everyone eats a lot of chocolate," continued the Eats-a Bunny, "and I'm the one who has to deliver all of the chocolate." He pointed to a giant pile of shiny eggs. "Those are chocolate Eats-a eggs," he explained. "Can I have one?" Lily asked eagerly. "Lily, don't be so rude," scolded Hudson. "Sorry," Lily said, "but they look so yummy and glittery." "Didn't your Newmans ever tell you that you're not allowed chocolate?" Hudson asked. "He's right," the Eats-a Bunny replied. "Dogs can't have Newman chocolate, but I think I have a couple of doggy chocolate eggs here." He rummaged around in the corner for a minute and pulled out 2 large eggs wrapped in coloured paper. He passed them to Lily and Hudson, who scoffed them straight down, paper and all. Lily let out a big burp. Delicious," she said. "Hudson! Lily!" their Newmans were calling. "We'd better go," said Hudson, "but thank you for the Eats-a egg." "Yes, thank you," said Lily, "and I hope you don't get too tired tomorrow delivering all those other eggs. Goodbye." Lily and Hudson popped their heads out of their holes and ran towards the sound of their names. "Where have you two been?" the Newmans asked as Lily and Hudson approached. The dogs said nothing but gave each other a cheeky smile as they licked chocolate from their lips. So that's very exciting. So the Eats-a Bunny, who eats a lot of chocolate, or indeed the Easter Bunny, will be coming very soon. But there's a very good message in this story that we all have to remember, is that dogs and cats and other animals cannot eat the same chocolate that we have. So if you do get an Easter egg from the Easter Bunny or some chocolate, please don't feed it to your dog or your cat because they'll be very, very poorly. But in some shops they do sell special chocolate that dogs and cats and other animals can eat. So ask your grown-ups, if you do want to give your pets some chocolate, to get some special chocolate from a special shop that is specially made for animals, because we don't want your animals to be poorly. So I hope you enjoyed that story, and we will be back again tomorrow at 2 o'clock with more adventures from Lily and Hudson. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.